Hey guys, again. I accidentally hit the stop button. Anyway, so the one I decided on is a little bit of a different one. Cutout cookies seem to be a thing at Christmas, and I've always loved Christmas cutout cookies. I have cookie cutters myself. Don't know if I'm going to be able to use them this year because I don't have the space.
Really?
I need a table. Anyway. But this is a different one because it's chocolate chip cutout cookies, and I thought this one would be a hit. So, let's go.
This goes viral at 3.
So, this is chocolate chip cutout cookie recipe. Christmas baking time is here for me. And I'm ready to share a new recipe. Chocolatey goodness combined with classic roll-out sugar cookies, chocolate chip cutout cookies.
I chose Casinta because it works for me and my schedule.
That's cool. Okay. A combination of these chocolate chip cookies and my go-to sugar cookie recipe. They're easy to make, and the dough or baked cookies can easily be frozen as is. Delicious without the royal icing too. I've opted to keep these ones plain. You could freeze them and decorate a little closer to Christmas time, or you can also decorate them early and freeze the iced cookies.
Reported in RMS clinical trials, it could happen. Tell your doctor if you've had or plan to have vaccines, or if you are or plan to become pregnant.
The key to these cookies keeping their shape lies not only in the combination of ingredients. Exact measurement in baking is important. An omission of the leavening agent, baking powder, but in some crucial points in the process, you can find a whole post dedicated to cookies keeping their shape here. So these might be a more crisper cookie. A crispier cookie. I can't talk. Use mini chocolate chips for this recipe. You could chop up larger chocolate chips, but I find they make the dough look messier. Just fine if you like more chocolate streaks in your dough, though. It ends up looking more marbled because of the chocolate crumbs. I use semi-sweet mini chocolate chips because that's all I could find, but I'm pretty sure I'd love... Oh! Kitty stepped on my banana peel. Hi, baby. Don't leave that there. You can throw it in the trash.
I have to put my other jacket on.
So? That's gonna take how long?
Yeah.
Anyway. Sorry about that. But I'm pretty sure I'd love milk chocolate chips even more in this recipe. I would rather have the semi-sweet. I don't really care for milk chocolate. Please let me know if you find mini milk chocolate chips somewhere. In case you missed it, these cookies will be frozen to keep them as fresh as possible for Christmas time. Find a post on freezing cookies. Oh, she gives a spot where you can find a post on freezing cookies. Here's my digital download. Alright, sorry.
You're gonna come.
See ya.
Choice.
Okay, so. And here's the recipe. 1 cup of granulated sugar. I would use raw cane sugar. Cup of brown sugar, not packed. And I use dark brown sugar. 2 cups of salted butter. That's a lot. Make sure it's also the real butter, not margarine. 2 large eggs, and by all means, if you have chickens, use farm fresh eggs. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, and definitely use pure vanilla extract. A little bit pricier, but definitely worth it. Or especially if you make your own, that would be even better. One of these days, I will be doing that. And I'll do a video showing me doing it, so. 5½ cups of all-purpose flour.
Guys.
My number one go-to, well, has usually been unbleached flour, but I'm going to have to try to get a gluten-free flour, so. And then 1½ cups of mini semi-sweet chocolate chips. Okay.
No one can know.
And you can actually get a healthier chocolate chip, too. So, instructions. Number 1, cream the butter and sugar together in the bowl of an electric mixer on low speed using the paddle attachment. Mix until incorporated for about 30 seconds. Scrape down the sides of the bowl with a plastic spatula and mix again for a few seconds more. Overmixing the butter and sugar in this step will cause too much air to be incorporated into the dough. If you like a light and fluffy cookie, that's ideal. However, the dough will spread more during baking. Not ideal if you like the cookie to hold its shape. Number 2, add eggs and vanilla extract slowly and mix. Scrape down the bowl with the spatula if needed and mix again. Number 3, add all of the flour to the bowl. Place a large tea bowl between the edge of the bowl and the electric mixer so that the flour won't escape. Mix on low speed for 30 seconds. Remove the tea towel, Remove the tea towel and observe the dough mixing. When it starts to come together, add the mini chocolate chips and mix until the dough clumps around the paddle attachment. You can also test the dough by pinching it between your thumb and index finger. If it's soft but not sticky, it's just right. If it's too sticky when you pinch it between your fingers, add flour a quarter cup at a time and mix until you're happy with the texture. There are various reasons why a dough can be too dry or too sticky, ranging from humidity in the environment to what kind of flour you use, the fat content of the butter, etc. However, there are ways to fix the issues if you run into them. Already mentioned, add flour if your dough is too sticky, and if it's too dry, make sure you've mixed it as best you can first, and if it's still too dry, add a little water or milk until your dough comes together. Roll the dough out between 2 large pieces of parchment paper. Place on a baking sheet into the fridge or freezer for a minimum of 1 hour. Minimum of 1 hour, sorry. Again. Scrunched. Number 5, cut out the cookie shapes. Place on parchment paper. On parchment paper lined baking sheets. Yoey. Re-roll scraps and repeat. If your dough gets too soft to work with, place in the fridge or freezer periodically to firm it up again. Number 6, once all cut out, put cookie dough shapes back into the fridge or freezer for 10 minutes or 1 hour to chill again. Then they will then hold their shape better when baked. Preheat your oven to 375 Fahrenheit or 190 Celsius. Bake cookies for 8 to 12 minutes or until the edges become a golden brown. The baking time will depend on the size of your cookies. Let cookies cool to room temperature and decorate if you like. If you're new to decorating cookies, you can find a lot of cookie decorating tutorials too, with everything that you'll need to know to begin. Makes approximately 35 medium-sized cookies. And there you go. Pretty cool. So, and I think we might actually try this, so. And I'll let you know. I might do a video during that, maybe. I don't know. It also depends on if we have the space, so. Sorry. I'm still kind of tired.
Well, that wasn't totally excruciating. Still have a lot
Alright,
of work
so
to do.
I will go ahead and get this on the list, and I'll definitely get it uploaded tonight. So I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.